kind, thank you.
Okay, Chris, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Okay. Using Twitter in your business, so not in your social life, but in your business. I've been doing it 2.5 years. I'm not a social media expert. From this suit, this haircut, that brolly, you'll guess I do something else for a living. But the first thing to do is get yourself a name. See Alan Black's Mix. Why am I doing it? It's free. I told my partners, I've got a new idea, it's about marketing, and it's free. The tears of joy ran down their faces, they were over the moon. They hugged me, they slapped me on the back and said, it's social media. They started crying and panicking. So, why am I doing it? In all honesty, why are you doing it for your business? Because the next generation of your customers are using it. A year ago, we have work experience kids in all the time. A year ago, they were all using Facebook. I tell you now, they're all using Twitter. So, think ahead. What are you going to tweet about? Could be law, without giving away what I do for a living. It could be sports, because we happen to do sports law. It could be local. So pick something, don't just pick one thing, don't just do law. Boring. So mix it up. Make it personal. Give a personal opinion. Say what you think of things. Possibly not a good idea to take a two-partisan approach. You'll recognise this tie if you're a Bradford person. I wouldn't say anything nasty about Huddersfield Town, live on there or on YouTube, but you know, so be careful. This isn't the Wild West. Well, is it or isn't it? You hear about people tweeting all sorts, getting into trouble, contempt of court, being arrested. It isn't the Wild West, but there is tons of legislation. But the beauty is, nobody knows anything about it. I could ask you all, none of you will know any. So what's your concern as an employer? You're worried your staff are going to say something daft, aren't you? So how do you go about that? Well, start small. Start with a small team. Get a small team, 2 of you. Work out what you're going to say. If you need to, get a written policy. Lay it down in words of 1 syllable. What is and what is not acceptable, and make sure that people understand what is acceptable. Because you know, no different to any other disciplinary procedure. So how do you get going? My view is you follow 100 people week 1, keep a track of them. A week later you go back. Are they following you back? No, bin them off. It's a bit like you let somebody out of a junction, they don't wave, bin them off. Regular tweets, don't do 300 tweets a day. You drive me nuts. Do 3 or 4 informative ones, make it interesting. There is no need to send me 40 tweets a day about inane stuff or your business. Hashtag, what's it about? It's a way of getting an extra message out. Better Culture, use it all the time. Yorkshire Sport is one I use all the time. It's a way of getting a secret extra message out that tells your customers there's something a bit more about you than just, for example, law. Why do you mention other people? Let's be brutal. Make them feel good about themselves. I mentioned you, I think the other night. You mentioned me back. I said, I hope I don't follow a comedian. Richard said, don't worry, it's me. I said, I'm back. Exactly. Retweeting. Why do you retweet stuff? Well, it's informative. Let's get cynical and real. You retweet because those people get a little email saying, Chris Allen retweet my stuff. Good lad, I love Chris Allen. That's the truth. It is a bit simple. Block spam. You might have 6,000 followers, but if 5,999 are women in Wisconsin who are offering to show you their knockers, okay? So you don't want spam, you want good local businesses, Mr. Lishman. DM, this is the winner for me, direct messaging. Because I don't want every message I send to be open to the public. I use direct messaging all the time. To all the contacts I have, the journalists, etc. It's really, really useful, is that. And it's more and more, it's growing. FF, Follow Friday. Everybody asks me this in Leeds, because they don't really dig Twitter there. What is it? I say, I'm only joking, my office is. I said, on a Friday you put useful or good people up. You don't do 60,000 tweets listing everybody you know in the world. Do a few good ones. Lists, this is the cracker for finding out if people are truly tweeting anything informative. It's impossible to keep an eye on everything, so get people to understand how to do this. Get your team to understand. And there, a bit of legal advice for them. Don't be daft. Don't put something up that's outrageous. Don't name, as in the Ched Evans case, people named the victim, they were arrested. You know, you've got to use common sense and get your team to use common sense. If in doubt, if you've drafted the funniest tweet in the world and you just think, I might not, don't. So, you know, but having said that, you know, I am a massive fan of this for business. It's opened all sorts of doors, so I say to everybody, if you're not using it for your business, you're missing a trick, give it a go. I think you will find it is good for you. I don't think there are any more. Wait for it. There was one that said thank you. Did you bin it?
I don't know.